Hello. If you have been asked to create a form for job applications, client onboarding, feedback, data collection, and you don't know where to start, this video is for you. Google Form is a simple but powerful tool every virtual assistant and remote worker should know how to use. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create Google Forms step by step from starting up your first form to creating it professionally. Make sure you watch till the end so you don't make common mistake. Let's get started. So we are going to our Google Chrome and we are going straight to form. Sometimes you scroll here and you don't see form. This is form, but if you're finding it difficult to get to scroll down, you can also you can just type Google form. You still get the same thing. You still get the same thing. But the easier step I normally use is here and I get my form. So let's go straight. Now I have different forms that I've created before. You can start creating your form from a blank new form, or you can use your template. We have templates for party invites, t-shirts, client information, RSVP, but I normally create my form from a blank form. So I am going to tell us how to start from the scratch. Now you click on blank. Now this is where the whole form. Now this is where we are going to set up our questions. So, and what we have here is an untitled form. So the first you need to do is to title your form. Let's say this is for T-Tech innovation. T-Tech innovation. Right, so you're going to put the name of your form here, Tech Innovation. You can play with this, so you can make it bold, you can make it slant, you can underline it, however you want it. Alright, so if you want to put the link to Tech website, you can also put it. So all these are different things you can do with your title, right? So after you have fixed in the title, the next is your form description. You can decide not to fill anything here, but if you're going to do a professional work, you have to put the description of the company or whatever your job description or whatever forms you're creating. So now the next is your email. You can you can change the setting. This setting has allowed your form to collect email automatically. If you don't want that, you can change that. So now we're going straight to the question. So you click on this plus for your next question. Now I'm going to give us the different questions and how we can ask. Let's say we want to ask name. So you will now scroll here to get different options. Is the person giving you a short answer? Is the answer going to be in a paragraph? Is it a multiple choice? Is it on a checkbox? So of course the name is going to be a short answer. So you click on short answer and you click plus. We go to our next question and let's say we say sex. Sex. Now I want us to use checkbox and our option one is male. You see automatically it gives you option of female, so female and prefer not to say, right? So we have three options in our checkbox. So we go to the next question. So let's say we want to ask age range. Now this can be okay. Let's use multiple choice. Let's say 10 to 20. Option 2 should be 21 to 30. Option 3 should be 31 to 40, like that. So I want to give us different options. Let's say want to tell me about, okay, let's say tell me about yourself. So here we need a paragraph because someone wants to give you the whole story about their life, so you make it long text. Now your question depends on the option. If you need someone to upload a document or a file or a picture, you allow this file upload. So these are different options you can use. Now let's work with what we have here and we go to setting. Sorry. So I want to customize this place. My header, which is the text style, I want to leave everything, but you can change it. You can change to Times New Roman. You can change your font. You can change the font for the question. You can change the font for your text. Then you can choose an image. Maybe if you already have an image or you have a cover picture, you can use it. If you don't have, you can use for what is selected here. Let's say we want to use this or insert. So this is it. So you can decide to pick a color for it. I love pink, so let's pick pink. But if we're using pink, it's not going to work with this our theme. So let's leave it at what it is. I'm not picking pink again. So we have this. If you want to share this folder, you are going to, and anytime you're sharing, make sure that you allow anyone with the link and you give viewers access. Anyone in the with the link should be able to view and not edit. Now the next you're going to do is to preview your form. This is how your form is going to show. Now this form cannot accept response yes because I have not published it. So this is how your form will show. So you go back. Are you okay with that? If you want to set it more, you come here. Do you want to make a quiz? You click. How do you want your presentation? You can do a lot of setting here. Do you want to collect email address? Do you want the response to get a copy of their answer? If you want it, you check it when requested or always. Do you allow response to edit after submitting? Is the response limited to one email? Like, can you use one email to respond more than once? You check all that here. So you also come to form defaults. If you want to collect the email, then if you want all the questions to be compulsory, so your respondent does not skip any question, you check this. So you make sure you make all your savings and you click on publish and you copy responders link. Now I can't copy because I have not published this form and I don't intend to publish it. So this is the simple way to get a Google form. Now you know how to create a Google form, you should be able to create a Google form for job application, feedback, clients onboarding. You should be able to create a simple Google form. If you have any question, you can drop in the comment section. If this video has helped you, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification button because I am going to upload more videos on how to use different remote work tools. Click on the description to get the link to my ebook where you have access to step-by-step detail on how to use this tool. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.